So today we're going to do a story time, and we're going to focus on the use of wanna, gonna, shoulda, coulda, dunno, etc. We're not going to look at all of these kind of words because there are a lot, but we're going to look at the really common ones, especially ones that students ask me about, ones that you're going to hear a lot, ones that you may come across when you read, and so on. So, first thing we're going to do is start off this lesson with a little listening exercise, because a lot of you guys have told me that you really like the listening exercises. So that's what we're going to do. So during this listening exercise, please do not write your answers in the comments. Please share your answers after the listening task. So I'm going to show you some questions. I'm going to read a text. I will read it twice. The first time I read the text, I will not show the text. The second time I read it, I will show the text. So if you want to listen and read it and check your answers, you can do that. But don't worry, we will go through the answers together. Is that clear? I hope so. So, true or false questions. Easy peasy, right? Let's go through these first. If there's any vocabulary you don't understand, let me know, but I have aimed this lesson more towards like intermediate level, so it shouldn't be too tricky depending on what your level is. So the first question is, I travelled a lot when I was younger. Second one, I wish I'd done a PhD instead of starting my YouTube channel. A PhD is a doctorate, okay, what you study after a master's, normally at university. The third one, I like making videos. And 4, I need to use social media every day for my work. So these are the 4 questions. I'm going to read the text, and please don't write your answers in the comments. Wait until the end, okay? Otherwise, people start doubting their answers, they get upset, all right? So, are we ready, guys? Are we ready? I hope so, because I'm going to start anyway, whether you like it or not. So make a note of question 1, 2, 3, and 4, and listen carefully to this text. So the first time, I'm going to read the text without the text in front of you, okay? Just the questions. My name's Emma. I'm an English teacher from England. I want to travel the world more, but sadly, I can't because of my work. I would have travelled more when I was younger, but I decided to do a master's degree while I had both the time and the money to do it. I don't know whether I should have done a PhD instead of starting my YouTube channel, but right now, I'm really happy with the life I have. I kind of like making videos for people because I have the chance to talk to people from all around the world. The problem is, I've got to be on social media every single day, and although it can be tiring, I enjoy it, and that's all that matters. So, if you found parts of that very quick, that's because it was probably these highlighted parts here. Now, I was reading it at a very natural speed. I always read things at a natural speed because I don't believe in reading things very, very slowly, okay? I think it's damaging to your English if I read things very slowly, unless you're an absolute beginner. Anything after A2 level, you really should be listening to something a bit more natural, okay? So, this is the text again. I'm going to read it for the second time, but I will have the text in front of you this time, so you can listen and read at the same time. And then we're going to check our answers and see how we did. My name's Emma. I'm an English teacher from England. I want to travel the world more, but sadly, I can't because of my work. I would have travelled more when I was younger, but I decided to do a master's degree while I had both the time and the money to do it. I don't know whether I should have done a PhD instead of starting my YouTube channel, but right now, I'm really happy with the life I have. I kind of like making videos for people because I have the chance to talk to people from all around the world. The problem is, I've got to be on social media every single day, and although it can be tiring, I enjoy it, and that's all that matters. So that's our text. Let's have a look at the questions again and see what you got. So tell me in the chat, I forgot the word then. Tell me in the chat, what did you get for each of these? So for question 1, 2, 3, and 4, did you get true or false? So I travelled a lot when I was younger. True or false? I wish I'd done a PhD instead of starting my YouTube channel. True or false? I like making videos. True or false? I need to use social media every day for my work. True or false? So we've got people already commenting, which is great. Someone said it's so tricky. Yeah, hopefully I'm going to make it a lot easier and talk about why you probably found it difficult. That's what we're going to talk about today. Because some parts probably sounded really fast compared to other parts. And I will explain why. So a lot of people have written false for the first one. I travelled a lot when I was younger. False. Good. For the second one, people also put false. 3. Have we got any 3s yet? Oh, we've got a couple of 3s. True. And number 4, true again. Okay. The good thing is, I don't think anyone, unless I missed it, got them wrong. So I travelled a lot when I was younger. False. So in the text, if you're not convinced, I want to travel the world more, but sadly I can't. And then a little bit later, I say I would have travelled more when I was younger, but I decided to do a master's degree. So I didn't. I did a master's degree instead. I wish I'd done a PhD instead of starting my YouTube channel. Oops, here. It was false. So I said, I don't know whether I should have done a PhD instead of starting my YouTube channel, but right now I'm really happy with the life I have. So I don't wish it. I'm happy that I started my YouTube channel. I think a PhD would have been too stressful. I talked to some PhD students and they're always constantly stressed. I like making videos. True. So yeah, I kind of said that. Where was that? Towards the end. I kind of like making videos for people. Yeah, I enjoy it and all that. That's all that matters. I need to use social media every day. The problem is I've got to be on social media every single day. So that answers that one. So with this text, you can see that I've highlighted some words. I'd like to ask you guys, what do these words mean? So when I say I wanna, I shoulda, coulda, woulda, I dunno, I kinda, I gotta. What do these mean when translated into English? So these are kind of like contractions, let's say. They're contracted forms of other words. What are the other words? What do they mean? Any idea? You could maybe get them from the context if you're not familiar. But good. So the first one is want to. That is one. There are 2 options for this one. Want to, and there's another one. What do you think it is? For example, if I say, I want a coffee. I want a tea. Coffee and tea are not verbs. So what am I using there? Gonna. Oh, I don't have gonna here. Let's add that one. Going to. Good. Could have. Fantastic. No one's got the first one yet. Everyone's saying want to. There's another one. There's a little secret one. If I missed your comment, sorry. There's like a billion comments a second. Should have. Perfect. Would have. So someone said would like. Would have is this one. Dunno. Anyone know dunno? Kinda. Anyone know kinda? I've seen a people. What? I've seen a person using this one as well in the comments. No one's got the other one for wanna. Wanna means fancy. It doesn't. It means want to. Want and fancy are 2 different things. Going to. Good. Okay, I don't see anyone writing these ones. Finally. Don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Kinda. Kind of. Whoops. And wanna. No one got the other one. Want. And if you did, I'm sorry that I missed your comment. So, fantastic. People. You see, someone finally got it. Of course, as soon as I type it, people will get it. So, that's that. Wanna, want to, or wanta. Shoulda, should have. Coulda, could have. Woulda, would have. Notice that I'm weakening this. I'm not saying should have, could have, would have. I'm saying should have, could have, would have. I'm using a weak form of have. All right? Dunno, don't know. Kinda, kind of. Gotta, or gotta, got to. And gonna, going to. Now, the reason why I highlight this part here where I say should've, could've, would've. What native speakers tend to do when they're writing is instead of writing should have, could have, would have with the verb have, when you use the weak form of have, it sounds very similar to of, the weak form of. So the weak form of have is of, and one of the weak forms of is of. They sound the same. So what some native speakers do when they're writing is they write should have with of. So if you ever see this, it is wrong. Do not do it. It is a native speaker mistake, right? Coulda, could have. Shouldn't be that. Of course, it should be could have, but the weak form of have sounds like of, and that sounds like the weak form of. So what native speakers will do is they will write something like, I would have done that, and they write it with of. It's just something to be aware of because native speakers, they do it all the time. I don't, but I know some native speakers who do it all the time. So here, you should really write it with have, yeah? Even though they're pronounced exactly the same. Now, beware of common learner mistakes. I see this a lot. I wanted to go to the party. So they use wanna. They're trying to sound a bit more native, which is fantastic, all right? I wanna to go to the party, though. What's the problem? Where's the mistake in this? Any idea? What do we think? I wanna to go. I wanna to go. I think there's a bit of a delay in the comments, but I'm going to tell you anyway. So, I wanna go. When you use wanna, like I want to, you don't need to repeat the to, because the to is already together with wanna. Yeah? Want to, wanna together. So you don't need to say, I wanted to go. No, I want to go. I want to go to the party. There we go. We've got a billion comments coming up, which is fantastic. So yeah, that's that pretty much. Here's a little summary of everything. I think though that I did miss one, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I get them all from up here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm missing one. Which one did I miss? I think it's gotta. Nope, that one's there. Which one did I miss? Kinda? Kinda. I missed kinda, but that's no problem. We've got them both here. It's no problem at all. So here's the transcription. Here's the full form. Here's the contracted form. And here are some examples. So what I'm going to do is read the examples. I'd like you at home or on the bus, wherever you are. Hopefully you're not on the bus. You should be at home. I'd like you to sit, listen, and repeat, okay? So I will leave a pause. So the first one, going to becomes gonna. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go now. Want to, wanta, becomes wanna. Do you want to go out later? Do you want to go out later? Do you want a slice of pizza? Do you want a slice of pizza? Notice what I'm doing as well. I'm not saying do you wanna. I'm saying do you wanna. Do you wanna. Do you want a slice of pizza? Do you want to go out later? What happens when you get this combination of duh and ya together? We get a ja. So, duh, ya, ja, ja. Do you want to go out later? Got to becomes gotta or gotta or gotta. She's got to study. I'm going to read this as naturally as I can. And what we typically do in British English is we read this with a flap or tap, which is typically more American, but we do it anyway in British English here. So, she's got to study hard to pass the exam. She's got to study hard to pass the exam. Should have becomes shoulda. He really should have stayed home. He really should have stayed home. Could have becomes coulda. I could have helped, but I didn't know how. I could have helped, but I didn't know how. Would have becomes woulda. I would have gone, but sadly he had to work. Oh, sorry, that's he. He would have gone, but sadly he had to work. He would have gone, but sadly he had to work. Don't know or I dunno becomes I don't know becomes dunno. I don't know where I put my phone. I don't know where I put my phone. And that's that. So if you need to practice those and repeat them again, you're very welcome to do that. Any final questions or comments? Let me have a quick read back through the comments. I'm always scared of reading through the comments in case I missed something here and there's a dodgy comment hiding in here. I gotta go or I've gotta go. Both work. Yeah, both work absolutely fine, Andrea. Really good question, actually. Good. No other questions there. Any other questions? Any other questions? If not, then that's it.